Case number 2 is a tender nodule arising on the arm of a 30-year-old female. At low power, I see that this is a very blue lesion that is multilobular and encapsulated. I can also see some adjacent adipose tissue, which makes me think that we might be in the subcutis. Taking a closer look, there are also pink areas of hyalinization, as well as small blood vessels. Most of the lesion is composed of nests and cords of uniform small round cells, with inconspicuous slit-like capillaries in between. At high power, these cells have scant amphiphilic cytoplasm with distinct cell borders. The NC ratio is high, and nuclei are round and centrally located, with fine chromatin and one or more punctate nucleoli. In some cases, this produces a salt and pepper-like chromatin pattern. This is an example of a glomus tumor, a usually benign neoplasm of modified perivascular smooth muscle cells. Most cases arise in the skin as a tender, bluish-colored lesion. They are most common in young women, where they have a strong propensity to be subungual, which means under the nail. All glomus tumors are composed of a variable amount of glomus cells, blood vessels, and smooth muscle, and there are 3 morphologic subtypes based on the relative amount of each of these components. The case I just showed you is an example of solid glomus tumor, which is the most common subtype and accounts for about 75% of cases. It is predominantly made up of glomus cells, and vessels are small and infrequent, with rare smooth muscle cells. Glomangioma, the second most common subtype, makes up about 20% of cases. Glomus cells are still a significant portion of the tumor, but there are also numerous large, dilated vessels. The third and final subtype, glomangiomyoma, is very rare. It looks similar to glomangioma, but with the addition of a distinct smooth muscle component. Here is an example of a glomangiomyoma of the stomach. You can see that there are numerous, often ectatic vessels, and the glomus cells tend to form this layer surrounding them. If you just had that, you would call it a glomangioma. But if we look at this area right here, there is a proliferation of spindled smooth muscle cells. In terms of its immunophenotype, glomus cells are positive for SMA, calponin, and H-caldesmon, with focal CD4 staining in a subset of cases. Interestingly, a subset of gastric glomus tumors demonstrate at least focal positivity for synaptophysin. Last but not least, rare atypical or malignant examples have been described. Features to look out for include nuclear atypia, increased mitotic activity, and atypical mitotic figures. Cases with only nuclear atypia are designated as symplastic glomus tumor and have the same prognosis as a conventional benign glomus tumor. And that's all I have for now. Please like and subscribe, and for even more educational pathology content, you can follow me on social media, as well as check out my Mega Index, which has links to all my posts and videos. Thanks for watching!